because he's Snake Plissken, this badass dude, he really needed to stay extra fit and working 12, 14 hours a day and then trying to go home and work out and do that stuff is not, not going to be an easy chore for those guys. So
everybody knows is you have a rack workout.
The rack workout.
Yes. But other than that, first, start from the beginning.
For the audience, I'm Travis Burrel, the inventor of the rack all in one gym.
Yeah, exactly. So you've been living here for a while?
Yeah, man. I moved here when I was 22 years old, so that was a long time ago. June of '92, just to put it in perspective.
Oh.
So I was a young buck, about 22 years old, and had nothing. I had my clothes in my car, drove out here by myself in a little Honda Civic.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
You've been driving from where to who?
I drove from Atlanta, which is where I'm originally from.
Okay.
When I was 22. Yeah, just packed up my stuff and came out here originally for entertainment business, and which, did pretty well. And really, that's how I ended up segueing into the rack. So while I was doubling for Kurt Russell on Escape from LA, we had 70 night shoots, and Kurt had a big trailer, and it's pretty standard for these guys to have their own, access to a trailer to work out and things like that. But more specifically for him, because he's Snake Plissken, this badass dude, he really needed to stay extra fit and working 12, 14 hours a day and then trying to go home and work out and do that stuff is not, not going to be an easy chore for those guys. So if they have it on set, then they can work out in between takes and setups, which is hours. It takes hours to set up, a lot of these shots and stuff. So they have time to work out. We, normal people.
Normal people? What do you mean by that?
Normal people. We don't have access to those trailers.
Okay.
Right? So for me, what I was doing was improvising ways to work out. I would pull a couple of chairs like this together and do, push-ups on them so I could get a deep stretch. I do, seated dips. And if it was sawhorses or something like that, I could do a full body dip. I do, just improvising ways to work out. And it just turned into a little more, and just I started writing notes on the back of my sides. Now sides are, it's like a shrunken version of the script. And they do it on a daily basis, and you get the scenes for the day, but I was just making notes on the back of like sketching and drawing things to try to create some device that I could have instead of cobbling together random things on the set.
Okay.
And it just kept going from there, and next thing I know, I made a prototype and just kept adding and building to it, and it's just always been something that I've been involved in sports my whole life. Started at 5 when I was playing Little League football, and every day before practice, that was a part. That's how you warmed up. You were doing calisthenics. You'd have 2 guys stand up in front of the team and lead the team through a warm-up. And usually I was one of those guys, and it was a lot of push-ups and sit-ups and things like that, and different stretches and whatnot. But it just always, had been a part of what I do, as far as just working out and competing in random, just about everything. So and even now I'm 51 years old, and I'm still doing 50K trail races through the mountains. It's just something I'm passionate about it, and I'm passionate about the community, the calisthenics community, and over time, it just continues to grow. People come together. It's a good vibe. People are supportive of each other, and that doesn't mean that they don't want to kick their asses in the competition, but they're still supportive. And I know when I was doing Ironmans and stuff, there were always certain guys that, like, we all knew what our times were. It's like calisthenics. Guys know what their reps are. They know how much dips they can do with weighted dips or pull-ups or whatever, and they know what their reps are, but they're inspired by those people. They want to ultimately beat them, but that's what drives them.
Yeah.
But they also, at the end of it, give a bro hug and say, hey, congratulations. And but that vibe at Brooklyn Beach Sports Festival, I mean, that's why, along with Cinderblock as well, and that's a big part of it, why I go out. He's been very passionate, not just about the calisthenics community, but he's used the rack, and again, it's one of those things where people, they tag you or hashtag or something. Next, you're kind of aware of them, and his vibe was, all that was positive, and that, and building the community and just creating a place where people can go, I'll keep kind of going back to the Ironmans and things like that. It's creating a place. You have to have somebody to put these events on, or they don't just magically happen. You have to have someone coordinate those things, and that people feel like they're in a positive and in a fair environment that they can compete and go have a great time. I think I remember. I mean, you actually competed.
Yeah, I did.
First year.
Yeah, the first year I did.
Yeah.
Me.
Or maybe it was the second year.
No, it was.
You were there the first year.
Oh no, I think you're right. I think it's the second, because
2017. Maybe.
Yeah. It's because the first edition I was not there, I think, and the second one I was there for the first time.
Yeah.
And I did compete. I didn't expect to compete. I just compete just the fun of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was nice. But what calisthenic? What was the question after that?
How does calisthenics affected you in terms
Oh
of
yeah, how? Okay.
not just being involved in the community, but physically, your overall well-being and stuff.
Yeah.
How's it impacted you?
It does give me impact and think about a lot of things, because before calisthenic, and I was working out in a gym like everybody else, and then before I was a trainer, I was training like everybody else, but I didn't know how things work. I mean, for me, if you want to work your bicep, you need to use the dumbbell, and that's the only way to do. Or if you want to work out your chest, then yeah, you have to do the bench press and things like that. But with calisthenics, you realize then it's not about having something to do the movement, is how you move with your body to affect, to work out the muscle you want to reach. So in that aspect, I learned a lot, because now I understand the muscle. Because I don't look for the dumbbell. It's just, okay, if I grab a dumbbell, I know I'm working my arms. But now if I'm doing body weight, I know I have to be in that angle, in that position, and now I'm working out this muscle. Now I know. It's not about a machine or something like that. That's a little bit long to explain, but I think I get to my point.
Yeah.
But after that, I became a trainer, because I'm a trainer, and now I always try to push people to do exercise body weight before anything else, so they can master the body before they go master the dumbbell, the bench press, and anything else like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But generally in life, I mean, that's kind of what it's about in terms of managing your own body weight.
Yes.
Throughout your day, is being able to maneuver this body, this vessel, in a strong, powerful way. I mean, if you can lift your own body weight, whether you're doing a full, like a pull up or a dip.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be strong.
Oh, you're strong. No,
you're
strong.
You're going to be super strong.
Yeah.
And you're going to be tight, and you're going to feel good. And then there's just so many other, different variations And that's what I just kept doing with the rack, is just kind of expanding on a lot of the body weight movement